Hello, my name is Julian Barba, and the pop culture phenom I chose to research is Lionel Messi. A brief introduction to who is Lionel Messi. Messi is a worldwide soccer superstar who is considered to be the greatest soccer player in the world. Messi is an Argentinian soccer player who plays for FC Barcelona and the Argentina national team. Through the recognition of the sport of soccer, Messi has built himself a massive social media following. For example, at this moment he has 149 million followers on Instagram. He also has become one of the most influential figures for the sport of soccer all around the world. I chose to research Messi because he has been an influential figure for me in my life. I tend to follow the trends he has made in soccer. For example, I've gone out of my way to buy the same exact soccer shoes he wears when he plays because he's just so good. Also, Messi seems like a genuinely likable person. He donates a portion of his money on helping others that aren't as fortunate as him. Messi is an unbelievable athlete, and millions of people aspire to be just like him. That's why I chose him as my pop culture phenom. Messi is important because he is the best soccer player in the world. Without him, the sport of soccer would not be what it is today. Messi is also important because he is influential in many people's lives, which could help make a difference. If he was to want to ask his fans to donate to a charity or to buy products from his clothing brand, there would be thousands of people that would do what he's asking just because, well, it's Messi. He's influential, so what he does or what he says holds more weight than what someone else says. For example, during this time of quarantine, he went on Instagram and advised people to be responsible and stay at home, which will more likely influence people to do the right thing and stay home. Also, Messi is important because he brings in millions of dollars into the sport of soccer, just because of him being present and playing. Because of his presence in soccer, more people will want to view the sport, which will in turn bring in more financial revenue and sell more tickets and sell more merchandise. Overall, Messi brings in lots of money to the sport of soccer, which makes him important to the sport industry. History of Lionel Messi. Here is a small timeline of what I consider to be the most important dates and events in Messi's life. On June 24th, 1987 was the year that Lionel Messi was born. In approximately 2000, Messi was diagnosed with a growth defect. On December 14th, 2000 is the year that Messi moved to Spain and officially became a player for the FC Barcelona soccer team. On October 16th, 2003, Messi made his very first appearance on the field with FC Barcelona. In 2007, Messi created the Lionel Messi Foundation, which helps children with disadvantages. On December 1st, 2009, Messi won his very first Ballon d'Or, which made him the best player of the world during that year. On July 13th, 2014, Messi, with the Argentina national team, got second place in the 2014 World Cup. And in 2019, Messi won his sixth Ballon d'Or, holding the record for the most Ballon d'Ors ever won. I will be using the functionalist theory to explain how Lionel Messi, being a huge part in the sport of soccer, helps society function. The functionalist perspective emphasizes interconnectedness of all parts, and sports such as soccer is part of this interconnectedness. So, if soccer was to not be functioning as a sport, it could lead to a disruption in society. I believe since Messi is a huge influence in the sport of soccer, he keeps harmony and maintains equilibrium within the sport. Because he's such a huge figure and an influence in the sport, he has the capability of making these differences. For example, if Messi decided to stop playing for his team, it could lead to a financial loss to the sports industry because he is no longer present. Because the sport of soccer does continue to function, its interconnectedness influences society. For these reasons, Lionel Messi does play a part in the function of society, all because he impacts the sport of soccer. One major point specific to Lionel Messi is that he gets unconditional love from his fans and they'll do anything to keep him playing soccer. An incident happened back in 2016 where Messi retired from the Argentina national football team. However, Messi is so loved that his fans begged him not to retire from the national team. There was a crowd that gathered in Buenos Aires where they dressed in his jerseys and held signs asking Messi to not leave. Later that year, Messi came out of retirement and everyone was happy to see him back on the field. I've never seen someone get so much love from their fans to the point where they begged for him to come back. This shows how influential Lionel Messi is to the world of soccer. In conclusion, I believe that this research project helped me learn how a pop culture phenom could impact our society. Pop culture phenoms have the potential of impacting society in various types of ways, such as by influencing millions of people, influencing the economy, or like Messi, influencing the sport of soccer. In particular, I've learned how Lionel Messi impacts the world by just being a huge influential role model. He's impacted the world by changing the sport of soccer into what it is today. He promotes positive messages and brings happiness and entertainment to the world. He stimulates the financial growth of the sport of soccer, which in turn makes its way to the economy. Millions of people know Messi, and with his influence, he can make a difference in the world. Here's my works cited page, and thank you all for listening.